what's up there? Everybody out there in Summerland. I wanted to come on here for a minute and explain a little bit about why summer school. I know it sounds awful right now to a lot of educators because of this year. Let's just say it. But I've got a few reasons why I've chosen to do this summer school thing, this 5-week experience, this 8 to 12 experience, right? Longer than what we were doing before we parted ways with school. Our schedule at school was 8:30 to 11. So I'm having an expanded day, which is different because when I taught summer school in the past, it's been, half days, and all that. So I've got a few reasons why I'm teaching summer school. Maybe you can relate. Maybe you'll just, again, say, Heidi, you're flipping nuts. So first of all, number one is my why, right? Figure out what is your why. Why are you doing this? Why do you need to teach summer school? Why do you want to teach summer school? Where are you with that? So for me personally, my why is that primarily they're doing a special ed summer school where I teach. Now, I do not have the credential to teach special ed, but you don't need one to do that. They call it SPED. You don't need a credential for special education to teach summer school. You just have to have a teaching credential, which I have. And it's a K-8 credential. And I've got a science extra on there and a master's degree, but I don't have a special ed credential. That being said, I have kids in my class every year who have IEPs. They're resource students. Not, a bunch, but I've always got that 10%. So I feel as though even though I've taught 27 years, I feel like I still need, I always want to grow, but I want to know more about how I can reach those students. How can I modify what they need? How can I see what they need? How can I meet them where they are? So having an experience in the summertime like this avails me that, right? And there are, some of the students come with an assistant, which is really great because they're full of information and ideas and things that have worked and things not to do. So that's my why. I think it's important to establish that right away. The other part of my why is that, like I said a minute ago, they're going to use my classroom at my school. So the choice is, do I let somebody else, excuse me, can we not, dog, can we not, do I care if someone uses my classroom? Well, it's not really my classroom. It belongs to the district, right? It belongs to the state of California, really. I'm just using the space to work in. As long as I have that agreement, I do have a lot of personal items in that classroom that I've spent a lot of money on. Pretty much everything. Every book in there, it's not curriculum, right? But all the supplies, they're all supplied by me. That being said, okay, you're going to use the space, I'll go ahead and do it. Aside from that, all three of my kids are independent now. I've mentioned before, my kids are graduate school, college, and high school. Going to be a senior. So that's my why. The second reason for summer school is that it keeps me on a schedule. Now, mind you, in summertime, I always have a schedule anyway. In particular, my schedule pretty much is, 4:30 wake up, the 6-mile run, 7-mile run, depends on the day. I listen to the news when I'm running, so I get my NPR on. I shower. I do a meeting thing with some friends of mine before 8 o'clock. So I do those things regardless of whether I'm teaching summer school. But I like the schedule, and I like being busy in the morning. I ran it through my head. If I weren't teaching summer school, by about 11 o'clock, I would probably leave the house, right, with what I wanted to get done that day or what was going to happen. So pretty much I would be watching TV or reading the paper or things like that for those 2 to 3 hours-ish in there. So there's another why. But I love having a schedule. I love having a plan every day. So that really helps. And especially if you have small children, they need a schedule. So when I was younger, and I taught summer school certainly for experience, but at the time we were paying off law school, my husband's law school, not mine. Summer school wasn't even, it wasn't even a choice. It was, we have to do this. So back then in the day, I would teach summer school for that reason. And you kind of balance that with childcare. It still helped pay off those debts, but we did. So anyway, it depends on who you are, but the schedule is key. Love the schedule. Anyway, another reason, I guess, I wrote a few things down for myself, but I like having that. You do get paid. You don't get paid your hourly salary from your pay scale, which for me would be pretty good after a long time teaching. However, it is a good offset for other things. So I can use the money for other things. I generally put, if we have debt to pay off, I usually put it towards debt. I used to buy myself a Coach purse. I got several now, but I used to buy myself one treat at the end of summer. One treat. So anyways, now money like that would probably just go to my kids, because kids are expensive. So whatever we got going on there. So, but if the money will come in handy, that's good, because you probably, you put it to good use. I usually always turn around also and spend it on my classroom, but it's 5 weeks of school. If you're getting paid hourly at 5 hours a day, no, 4 hours a day, so it's 20 hours a week. You can do the math on that. So you used to walk away with $3,000 or something, but anyway, the last question is, why not, right? You just never know who you're going to meet, especially the people that you work with, right? The kids are one thing, but you never really know who you're going to meet. And I know that I'm going to be working with 2 of my students that I really don't feel like I finished with. These are 2 students, one in particular that I have a real connection with, but I want to support him. I want to continue to be there in case he needs a safety net. And if I can extend my time with him through the summer, I'm going to do that. And there's more to the story that I can't share here, but just one of those things where I don't want to look back and go, oh, I should have, woulda, shoulda, coulda. No, I'm doing everything I can. And that's the way things work sometimes. Kids will look back on their lives like we do. We do this, don't we? And they will remember their teachers, some of them because they were great, and because some of them were awful. And then the ones in the middle, you sort of remember. They're kind of in the periphery. But kids don't always remember exact things, but they always remember how you made them feel. They don't remember a project, or they don't remember, I don't know, a field trip per se. They remember how they felt doing any of those things. And if I have the opportunity, it avails itself to me to help someone else feel better about themselves or feel competent, I'm going to do it. So anyway, those are my things. That's why I'm doing summer school. So that's how you stay sane in summer school. And by the way, I didn't even mention it, but you got to make sure you do something nice for yourself once a week for sure, right? Whether that's a movie by yourself or you and your spouse going out to eat, something like that feeds your soul because you've earned it, right? You're doing extra. That's what my daughter says. Mom, you're so extra. That's how it works. That's it. That's how you stay sane teaching summer school. Bye.